Art is a powerful tool. It can make you or it could break you. Growing up as a Mexican American, you come to learn that somehow you're not Mexican enough, but you're also not American enough. So for me, the Chicano mural movement, it's about the whole picture. We paint the truth. As a kid, I remember walking around the city of Boyle Heights. That's when I started to see these large-scale murals. And I would just stare and get lost within these walls. And that was the introduction to the Chicano mural movement. So what I do is I paint it in increments. You know, I paint layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, until I get to the top, which is fun. I grew up in the projects. It was very rough. When I start to lose my father to the violence, drugs, and addiction, disturbances would take place in my household. But I remember I would go and hide under my coffee table, pick up my notebook, and I would begin to create my own worlds to escape my reality. For me, art was my refuge. In Los Angeles, in the 80s, the gangs were at their highest peak. It's very difficult for a teenage boy to grow in these environments. And when you're hopeless, you fall for anything. I joined the gang at the age of 12. It was the worst mistake I ever made. My life flipped upside down. I was stuck in a revolving door of suffering and pain. In and out of incarceration, from juvenile hall to adult prisons. See the pain again, trying to free himself. When I was in jail, I would just keep drawing. In 1994, I was only 17 years old. They wanted to give me 3 years in youth authority. Father Greg Boyle, the founder of Homeboy Industries, shared to the judge that I do have a talent. They said, okay, find him a location. I didn't know what to expect. I walk into this beautiful studio. I was like, what? Why are you been all my life? Those murals that I saw as a kid, now I'm in the house of the master painters. East Los Streetscapers are the pioneers, Chicano murals. And they embraced me. Regardless if I was a gang member, they saw me for me and my gift of art. I made a decision to just start creating bodies of work. Murals are a portal, a window into dimensions of knowledge and wisdom and struggle and story. And we have to make sure that we transmit this, pass it down. In 2008, I decided to build a school. I wanted to pay it forward. And so here we are now at the Homeboy Art Academy. The youth that I work with, they're already actively involved in gangs. It provides us a place where they can begin to redefine their lives. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start winding it down. We're gonna start bringing ourselves to the center of the circle. We're gonna do a quick check-in as we usually do. I can relate, and I see myself a lot in them. You're in the right place. You're exactly where you need to be. Allow us to hold you.
I just turned 18, and before the academy, it was just in and out of juvenile hall or gang, a lot of gang violence. It's been about a year that I've been out. My life has done a drastic 360. Like, I don't have that father figure, and he is that father figure to a lot of people, for sure.
So don't be ashamed of your past. Embrace your past. The past is actually good to revisit at times for the lessons learned. So.
I didn't know I knew how to draw until I came here. I just started putting everything that I was putting into something else, and I just started drawing. I feel like I didn't have it in me, but I did. I just needed to like be around people that like want to change, you know?
All right, y'all, thank you. The higher the number on the H, the lighter.
Not often do you see artworks reflective of the people in our community. You see the Renaissance, Baroque, but they don't reflect me. Why I focus on portraiture is because if I'm advocating for the people in my community and I'm painting images that reflect them, they feel seen and recognize that we are valuable. And that is what Chicano art is. Paint what you see. Paint what you feel. And everything else will fall in place.